Welcome, everyone, to session 35 of Call of the Netherderp. Also, Bast, are you recording your own audio today?
I believe I am.
Okay,
The bar is lighting up, so if it's not
huzzah.
working, I'm just gonna cry and we're done.
I
We're just
I
done.
just thought of that, and I'm like, surely there's a way to check as we get started.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that said, we are back coming to the end of our little downtime week. Uh, Many things have happened, some of them during the previous session, many of them in text channels, which then moved to private discussions to the chagrin of everybody who was not in those private discussions. Uh, Almost all of them involved Lucas. Our
Almost. Now
our
I want to know what other RP there was.
our live spectator got to see everything.
Yep.
And knows all of the secrets. Some of the actually you don't know all the secrets, so I take that back. Uh, there are always secrets because I am the puppet master of this show here. But that aside, let's see what to even say. So many things happened. We have some armor that's almost finished. We had another incursion into the Crystal Chateau, wherein some presumably some ruidium. No, actually, no, we identified it. That is some ruidium that was acquired, as well as a failed experiment involving said ruidium. By the way, who has that ring currently?
Thorn.
Thorn. Okay. So Thorn still has that. Out of curiosity, Thorn, are you just hanging on to it? Are you planning to attune it?
I don't want to lose my fingers, so no.
Valid. Okay. So Thorn possesses a magic ring that he is not currently using because he refuses to attune to it, but that's fine. Gotta keep your health first, man. Uh let's see. Yes. Ix got a surprising message, supposedly from her brother, who we're pretty sure was dead.
Dead brother.
Uh let's see. Thorn and Ix found the tavern where the consortium of the Vermilion Dream apparently meets. Uh, Thorn did get a letter uh, requesting a test of ability, basically. How useful are you to us, in essence? That could be followed up on at some point. Arno and Lucas had their first date. Amelia and Lucas are not having their first date. Lucas did have his interrogation / meeting with Amelia off screen. That has mostly concluded, so some of that may well be referenced today. But I believe we shall pick up on the 29th of Fesron, on the day of Folsen, the end of our downtime. Lucas, just around midday, has had his meeting with Amelia. Arno is almost done with his armor. Everybody else is doing whatever they're doing. Ben has finished a number of potions during that time. Oh, yes, and presented a plan to Sheed Kaltor at the Bowl of Judgment to hopefully find Ty a little bit faster. But let us say it is up to you guys, the afternoon or the evening of the 29th before anything else is acted upon. This is, let's see, I believe it was the previous night that Thorn had kind of scoped out the area that the consortium had mentioned but then veered away to go to the Crystal Chateau and steal their stuff instead.
Yeah,
So-
I mostly robbed the Allegiance.
So you could tonight act upon that or put it off if you prefer to, but the back half of the day is yours. Where shall we start? Meeting back at the inn, perhaps the failed serpent. After the
foolish
tasks of the
serpent?
day,
The
the
foolish,
foolish
serpent.
serpent. Yes, I don't know what I said, but I probably said the
The
wrong thing.
failed
apparently.
servant.
The failed
failed.
serpent. The foolish serpent.
All right. So Ix gets back from whatever, and Arno's at the forge, and
Mhm.
we all meet back up. Lucas is done chatting with Amelia at this moment. It's like Schrodinger's conversation.
Maybe the aftermath of the conversation will determine how it ended.
Yeah, probably. He won't talk about that part. It's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. Then we all meet back up, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, how did it go?
Sorry. We are just literally with awkward teenager like, I don't want to be here. My mom brought me here. I'm sorry. So this is the evening of the 29th, right?
Yeah.
Yes'm. Evening or late afternoon, whatever time of day you guys want it to be.
Cool. We already had the discussion about the consortium.
Our plan is to potentially go ghost hunting today.
Yep.
Oh, why not?
Also, tell Cobalt Soul. Eventually. I
We
think
could
that was
tell the
gonna be
Cobalt
Ben.
Soul on the way to the ghost hunting. I mean, it's in the same district.
No, I don't think
One
that's a good
district
idea.
over.
Because we're probably going to be getting being watched by the consortium as we do this mission. So if we purposely veer off to the Cobalt Soul, they're gonna know. They're gonna know we're fakes.
I think we were saying that Ben could possibly go tell them because it wouldn't be unheard of.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we're not on our way to go ghost hunting.
Oh yeah, Ben could go on ahead, and then we could meet him there. And then by the time we get there, he'll be done, and then we could go ghost hunting.
I think the point is still that if people are going to be following us and then we meet up with someone in front of the Cobalt Soul, that was still.
Well, it wouldn't be in front of
potentially-
Cobalt Soul. We'd meet him somewhere in the guided district, not
Yeah.
at the
Also-
Cobalt Soul.
A reminder, the Cobalt Soul is in the guided district, the ghost is in the sigil district.
Different districts.
Oh, my bad. I thought.
Well,
they were in the same district.
is it possible that Ben could have already told them? I ask out of character because we've had a day to we knew we were doing this tomorrow. We talked about it last night. I don't know what Ben was up to today aside from his potion stuff, but is it possible he could have just already told them?
I could always just send a message to question too.
You do have a
without having to
sending
go there.
spell.
Yeah, that would be good.
Send a question to message.
Yeah. That's questions twin brother.
No, Question's twin brother is inside, apparently.
Message. Has to be message. Anyway, that's only 25 words. What do you want me to send?
It's a lot for 25 words.
Have
That's
an
why it'd be
inn.
good if he.
With
Okay,
the
have it.
Vermilion Dream. Planning on infiltrating to get more information. If we do something suspicious, don't worry. I don't know.
I got the first part. Have an inn with the Vermilion Dream. What was the other part?
Planning on infiltrating to get more information. If we do anything suspicious. Don't worry.
I don't know about that last part, but okay.
Yeah, no, the last part was a joke, but you know.
I mean, yeah.
Something
Okay,
along
okay,
those lines, but not as blunt, so that.
I love it. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out the last sentence now. Right now we're only at 14 words, and that's have an inn with the Vermilion Dream, planning on infiltrating to get more information.
We'll
Just need to
report
round
back
it
when
out.
we know more.
There we go. Perfect. That's 21 words.
Ben doesn't even wait, and he starts talking, and he just goes, "Have an in with the Vermilion Dream. Gonna infiltrate those suckers. All suspicious things aren't as suspicious as they look. Don't worry, we got this. Bye-bye."
Do.
Donuts. All right. Well, Ben, you get a response back from Ewo, not Question. Question gave you the stone initially. Ewo is the one who's been talking to you through the stones. But that's fine. Don't worry about it. You get a response back from him. I'm impressed. Be careful. Report anything useful that you learn. And good luck.
Okay, everybody, Ewo's down.
Thank you, Ben.
Cool.
Ah,
That was impressive.
I'm a little
No.
surprised that they're so chill about it.
I mean,
they don't.
information is kind of our thing, so I guess if we can get anybody on the inside and learn anything, he doesn't want me to report back, but I was going to do that anyway. So
No.
We haven't really given him a reason to distrust us, so if nothing else, at least we have some breathing room. To ghost hunting, then.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
I wonder if you can
Alright.
punch a ghost.
Add it
Ben,
to your
I will
resume.
pay you. Ben, I will buy you every single honey flame bread if you can punch a ghost.
Ben sticks out his hand. Deal.
She shakes it so hard.
I feel bad for your wallet.
Yep.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off. He's gonna try and punch a ghost and hit a wall. He's gonna take down a whole church by accident.
the DM over here trying not to say anything.
Has to be a real ghost. Can't just be no Scooby-Doo mask bullshit. That don't count.
Yep,
Has to
sure.
be a
You
real
did specify.
You just
Come
said
on,
a
we all
ghost.
know what a ghost is. We all
I
know what a ghost
mean,
is. Do I really need to define it, Ben?
we
do you need
are-
to define what a ghost is?
As a child who has done so many contracts, you would think to make sure that you had marked out the fine print beforehand.
Adorable. Well, let's go. Let's do it.
All right. So are you all walking, taking a carriage? What is your method of transport to the Sigil
I
District?
think we should walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give the magic carpet a rest.
Quite a lot. All right. So leaving early enough, it is a little bit of a walk, but it's not all the way across the other side of the city. And it's a walk you've made enough times before. You make your way through, you can either cut across the Suncut Bazaar or go through the Circlet District, or the Circlet Walk. But one way or another, you make your way. Let's see. Actually, there is a wall around that area, isn't there? Where is the nearest entrance? Okay.
Oh God, is that really all the way at the Bowl of Judgment?
Yeah,
or
you
like
can
off to
either
the side? There's only two.
There's one here, and there's one here. Yes, people are already pinging them. There are 3 ways in. Yes, north, east, and west. Do you wish to cut through the bazaar then, probably, or go all the way around the circlet walk?
I already hear Thorn saying, "Why can't we just climb the wall?"
We're not climbing the wall. We'll go through the bazaar.
You also have a carpet.
We also have a carpet.
Thorn's response to Ix being like, "We're not climbing the wall," would be like, "I'm climbing the wall. I'm already on the wall."
He's already halfway up the wall.
And
Like
I'm pretty sure by that time. Oh.
Camera cuts to Ix. We're not going up the wall. Camera cuts back to Thorn. I'm already on the wall.
And Ben's already over the wall. So.
Good way to lose a tail.
All right. Well, one way or another, is somewhat immaterial, just amusing for me. You make your way to the Sigil District. Let's see. I guess I am just kind of wondering what direction you'll be approaching will be. Thorn, did you take the time to actually find where the shrine to the Wild Mother was?
Yes, he did do that much.
Okay. So yes, you do know it is right about here on the map.
Okay.
So you could the circlet walk entrance is the closest. Going over the wall is even closer.
Let's jump the
But
wall.
while we are deciding the direction, let us go ahead and move maps to the streets of the Sigil District.
Hey, this place.
A somewhat familiar venue. But yes, so Thorn, what you had seen before, this large tree over on the right side of the map, the east side, quite an impressively large tree. At the base of it, it kind of looks like a large amount of the roots are exposed, and they almost kind of form a lattice dome that goes up before they meet, and the trunk of the tree starts. And then there is a little place of worship under that dome of roots that can easily be accessed by anybody who wishes to pay respect or pay tribute to the Wild Mother.
Huh, okay. So the tree itself is the temple, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Not even a full-fledged temple, just a little shrine.
Oh.
Small scale.
A ghost in a tree.
Huh.
Someone call the fire department.
Bro!
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Thanks. Now we're gonna get taken down for copyright infringement.
We don't monetize this crap anyway.
So what do we think is what do we think it's going to take to lure a ghost out of a tree?
Well, first, what direction are you all coming from?
Probably the direction that we had been traversing before, just like...
Yeah.
Did we climb the wall or not?
Oh, God. Did we climb the wall, guys? Do we need...
You think Lucas is climbing the wall in this shit?
I know.
I know. I was about to say.
I'm gonna start putting people on the map, and you can arrange yourselves as you wish. I almost pulled black-haired Ix out, but you reverted to your original hair color.
Show did.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget that.
There's that brunette.
Ew.
Who has not reverted to his original hair color.
I know.
He should.
Yeah.
He should, right? It's like we're yeah.
I'm gonna try something here real quick.
Someone should convince him of that. It would be great.
Oh my God. That sounds like an Arno job.
Okay.
There we go.
Don't sound so put out. Okay. Like,
No.
I guess.
That's
It's on my
Arno
list.
100% can do that.
You
Alright,
all ganged up on me to change this in the first place, and now you want me to change it back.
Yeah, we're in a different city. It's fine.
I am pleased with how well that came out. I changed the map to night mode.
I see that.
It's nice.
Nice.
You just made me realize that my roll 20 is automatically in night mode, apparently. Oh, that's bright. Okay, we'll go back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when they created night mode, I think they put everybody on it, or at least they prompted, "Hey, do you want to try night mode?"
Yeah, I only noticed because I couldn't read the chat bar. So.
Gotcha. Okay. So what's the plan?
We're gonna go in and talk to a ghost, right?
Do ghosts have a smell? I could climb the tree and smell for it.
We have to
Please
get to the
do.
tree first, but yeah. Well, we just go in and say, "Hey, ghost."
Yeah, is there like just a gate?
Yes, right here there is a little
Ix just ran through
like
the gate.
little wrought iron gate that you some of you had previously followed to fight us through to track him to his apartment.
Okay.
Some people just climbed over the wall next to the gate, so I just want it. So it's wall climbing.
It's a reminder that happened.
The gate. Well, everyone's
Now the
going.
tree looks like
Right.
the tree looks like it has its own kind of separate wall, or is it just like a half wall?
The wall just goes down the left side. You can go like from
the
up-
laneway?
up- 1 second. Yeah, like from up here, you could get to it. Looks like there's a gap down here you could go around. Also, are you approaching quietly or just walking normally?
Quietly.
Yeah, and like
Quiet.
Stealth,
Yeah.
please.
also, since we're all moving forward at like the same pace relatively, as we approach the tree, I would like to divine sense.
All right. So Lucas, you open up your divine sense. Oh wow, those are some green numbers over there. On those
We both got nat 20s.
stealth-ish.
Are we
tests.
stealthing or sleight of handing?
Stealthing.
Ben clicked sleight of hand. That's why I was asking.
Because I clicked the wrong thing. It would be the same number though.
Okay, nice. I just got confused as to what we were rolling. Sorry. Stealth roll, you say?
Oh wow.
23.
All these 20-somethings.
I guess he's still in his whatever, but stealth. 17, because I do not have disadvantage at the moment.
Nice. Okay. So Lucas, you open up your divine sense, which let me see what the range on
So
that
I would be
is.
within. I would be. That's why I asked if we were moving forward, because my goal is to, as we're walking, because I think it lasts. Oh, it's as an action, so I would be. It's within 60 feet.
Okay. So you get.
I'd be like middle, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You get a little closer to the tree enough that it would be within range of your divine sense.
Yeah.
At present, you don't sense the presence of any undead. You do pick up a ping from the consecrated shrine. Currently, no ghost, though.
Good to know. Good to know. And we've had many long rests, so let's fix that.
All right. So I see Thorn and Ix, by the map at least, are approaching the wall that separates the tree from the road. Very quietly. Because everybody's super quiet. Also, what did Arno get?
23.
23. Okay. 17 is the lowest. That's still pretty dang good.
Still pretty good and pretty fitting that Lucas is the lowest, but 17.
Yeah, not bad.
Thank you.
Does Lucas inform the rest of the party about what he divines?
That he divines nothing? No.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, as we're talking, he'll just be like, "No ghosts." But right now we're stealthing, so no, he's not talking.
Well, I didn't know if like he was telling us about the desecrated shrine part where he kind of
It's a consecrated shrine. It just means that it's a shrine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just means it's a legit shrine. It's not just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Someone put a stick on the ground.
Are there any
Look,
people around?
it's a shrine. At the moment, this time of night, there doesn't seem to be anybody in the vicinity.
All right, Ben's gonna become hybrid form and start sniffing around, because I literally have no other abilities that Ben could use to help. I mostly just punch things.
Fair enough. Let's
Hope
see.
Ben's monk shit can help him train his nose to smell a ghost.
All right. So Ben, are you sniffing?
Let's do it.
All right. Sniff with advantage.
You always say the nicest things. 14.
14. Okay. Even though, like, in this immediate area, you haven't seen any pedestrians, anybody wandering around, coming in and out of buildings, you do pick up the smell of somebody outside of your party nearby.
Smells like human. You want me to follow up on it? You guys can keep looking here, or somebody can come with me.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess if we've got no leads here, other than that, Ben will follow the party toward the smell. Still trying to remain stealthy, of course.
Yep. Arno's gonna keep an ear out, see if he hears or catches anything spooky.
All right. So I was checking something. You said you're attempting to perceive.
Yes.
All right. Perceive away.
All right. $17.
7. Okay. You do hear a little bit of motion, a little rustling, the sound of somebody breathing. And it is from the direction of the shrine.
Arno would probably put a finger to his lips and point at the shrine.
Man, someone just came here to pray. Now they're just panicking and hyperventilating as a bear approaches the tree.
They just want blessings, and we just came up to this place. All right, here we go.
They're
It's
about to be
knowledge,
blessed by
Arno.
the Wildfather right there.
The wild sun.
Is the shrine the direction that my nose was leading us, or is that a separate thing? I'm sorry if I forgot that.
It is in the same direction, yes.
So yeah, I guess if we've got a lot of points of interest over there, the same one, let's go. Sneak, sneak. Which way is the shrine on the map? Does it matter?
Right under the middle chunk of this tree.
All right, guys, I got this. And Ben will turn invisible.
Oh. Well then.
And I guess sneak up on the shrine. You know what? I think Ben's going to, before he turns invisible, I want to turn back to regular Ben.
I was just modifying that token, though.
I noticed, just to make your life harder, I want to do this.
How dare.
Well, if I turn visible again, and this is just somebody at a shrine praying, I don't want to, like, freak them out. Any more than a bunch of creepers spying on them over a wall is going to. Doesn't need to be creepers and a bear.
Fair enough. I keep forgetting that two of you can just turn invisible.
Yep. Now we got two.
without expending a spell. Well, I guess Ben's is technically a spell, but it's
I can do it
Not-
once a day. It's not that
Yeah.
crazy.
once a day spell. So yeah, Ben, you poke around the corner invisibly and very sneakily. When you get to like the outer edge of the little root lattice and peer inside, you do see a figure kneeling on the ground. It is, at first glance, a somewhat ghastly looking figure. A white, kind of a tattered white gown, not like a ball gown, just like a just very basic, simple clothing, smock perhaps, stringy, long black hair. I think I might have to post in the art channel.
I have a pretty good idea of what this is, but does this look like something Ben might recognize?
Let's see. That depends on. Let's see. Just something here. That depends on whether or not Ben would recognize something like this.
Oh, well, that is very different. All right. I've never seen the ring. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Close
yep.
as a grudge.
Oh.
No. Tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, the figure is just kind of kneeling there, arms wrapped around where you suppose the knees would be, muttering quietly to herself inaudibly.
Can I get close enough to try to make out what she's saying?
You can. I'm going to ask for. I don't know. You rolled a nat 20 on that stealth check, and you're invisible. So yeah, I guess you can friggin' get close enough, Mr. Sneaky Monk Boy. I have no creative insults for you right now, nor do you deserve them. Let's see. This is merely not going the way I expected it would, nor the way the book expects it would. Let's see. The gist of what you get from the muttering. First, give me an insight check, just for my own reference.
23.
Well, heck. Okay. So it's the gist of what you get. It seems like this is a fairly young girl, as she appears. She seems to be muttering about having hurt people, and how she is dangerous. But with that insight, you're getting the impression she doesn't want to hurt people. And you are getting more information than you're supposed to before actually confronting this person, but that's it. Yay, player agency. Heck, yeah, she's hurt people and she doesn't like that, and so she seems to be hiding out here.
Okay.
And she also seems a little scared and confused.
Ben is going to very quietly sit down in the grass next to her.
Okay.
And give her a minute to mutter, and then he's just going to speak up. He says, I don't know who you've hurt or how bad it was, but you want to be better, so that's the start, right? You can be better.
The girl jumps up and looks around frantically, trying to find the source of the voice.
Oh, it's me. I'm the ghost who lives under here that everybody's talking about.
What? What? No, I'm the ghost. You can't be the ghost. There's not a ghost.
Oh, did you claim this tree? Were you here first? I'm sorry. I can go to that building and haunt them.
Well, that's a natural 5 to not freak out. Yeah, no, she's gonna yell and run away.
Oh no! Wait! Oh no! Guys, I scared a ghost. I didn't know you could do that. We gotta chase her.
Well, did she run into any of us?
Nope, she ran the other direction.
Oh, okay.
She's not running towards the open streets. Are you following after her, Ben, or anyone else?
I think
Yes.
Ben would feel obligated to.
Do we know from having been here before, like, obviously this is the map that we see, but does it just like go onward a lot in the direction that she's running, or does it feel like she's going to loop back around?
Let's see. Let me take a quick glance at the Ankarel map because this is an actual spot on that map.
Sure.
Let's see. Actually, if she runs away from you very far, she's gonna end up at the district wall. And she does not have a magic carpet nor incredible acrobatic skills that you're aware of.
Right.
But she's a ghost. She could go through the wall.
So yeah, she doesn't go very far. There's a couple of little buildings that look like, like extra long storage sheds of some kind, maybe. But yeah, if you follow after her, she is up against the wall, trying to hide behind a couple of smaller trees that are not shrines to the Wild Mother, and looking around trying to see if anybody's coming after her that she can see.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Ben would drop his invisibility. I'm just like some cool monk guy. I'm not really a ghost. It was all a ruse. I just wanted to get close to you. I'm sorry.
These stealth checks are amazing, guys. Glad we did the stealth check for him to yell across the courtyard at a scared little girl in the middle of the night. Wonderful. Vermilion Dreams gotta let us in. We're a shoo-in, guys.
Yeah. She spots you and sees you yelling at her. She's not quite at the moment taking in your words. And you see her reach a shaky hand out in front of her. Something comes out of her hand. Is actually similar to something you have seen Ix do before. She holds out her hand, and a skeletal hand launches towards you, Ben, tries to grab onto you, but she also rolled really bad, and it just kind of scrapes at your robe and doesn't do anything significant to you.
Ben would just say, "Hey, that's really awesome, but you don't want to hurt people anymore. Don't hurt me. I don't want to hurt you."
Let's see. Make a persuasion check.
No.
Do any of us catch up yet?
Oh yeah, I will say as Ben is making this check, the rest of you catch up after the
thank
the check
God.
is made.
Okay, I'll wait for the check.
Ben just got to her first. Okay.
I don't suppose I have inspiration for any reason.
I don't know.
I got a 6. No, if I do, I didn't mark it on my sheet. So.
Whoops.
Cool. So we see him try to calm her down. We see her try to attack him.
She is like visibly freaking out right now. Because now there's more people coming for her.
I want to ask, how old is this girl? Because like it's a bit vague.
Make a perception or insight check.
Okay, because I don't want to like suggest too extreme of an action if it's gonna turn out she's like 12 years old.
Right.
Perception or what?
Or insight.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Younger teen.
Okay. So let's not attack the 13
Like-
to 14-year-old.
Like
Yes.
14, 15, somewhere around there.
So she's freaking out, and Ben is there trying to get her to stop freaking out, and the rest of us have reached the scene and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we would have all heard Ben be like, "I know you don't want to hurt anybody, so like, calm down, right?"
Yeah.
Because in that case, I would like to cast Calm Emotions.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
well then.
And as this is all happening and we get to the scene and like, Thorn's debating on what to do, Lucas would just start calmly walking forward, and he would say,
Is
so
there a saving throw for calm emotions?
there is, which he's going to do it anyway, but like it's a matter of whether it takes or not. But it's a
Fair.
charisma saving throw, and it's a save of 16.
14.
All right. So there's two options here, but you can suppress. Well, is natural panic the same? It says you can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened.
We'll
So-
say it's suppressing her fear, even if it's
Yeah.
not mechanically the frightened condition.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So Lucas would just start walking forward and like almost as if like soothing a scared animal kind of thing, but like, just that kind of like slow gestures. And he would just, say, hey, take a breath. My friend here is excitable, but we all know this isn't how you want it to go. Calm down. Take a breath with me.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Great. Persuasion check with advantage.
Also, I guess the other effect could also apply because it makes creatures not hostile to you.
Yep.
So
Right.
either interpretation is valid right now.
Okay. Well, we're gonna persuasion with advantage. And first roll is a 17 on the die. Second roll is a 1. So we're gonna go with the 17. So
Mhm.
26.
Okay. So yes, when you started to, well, when you were getting close enough to cast your spell, she definitely looked like a cornered animal. But you calm her down. She's still very aware of all the people that are suddenly around her, and that she has their attention apparently, but she's not freaking out anymore. Lucas, you approach and give your calming words. Yeah, she drops to her knees, and only because of the spell still keeping her a little bit calm, you feel like that's the only thing that's keeping her from just like bursting into tears right now. Just from confusion, not knowing what to do.
That's pretty visible, I would say, right? Her
Very,
falling to
Yeah.
her
very much
knees?
so.
Okay.
Passive insight of 10 will tell you that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Ix will look to Ben and be like, "Here, hold this," and she's gonna give him the snake staff that she carries around now. And she'll kind of crouch down, walking towards Lucas in the same manner to try and be as non-confrontational as possible. And if if the girl will let Ix will get down on her knees as well and try and embrace her to keep her from collapsing.
Okay. Ix does kind of feel her shivering a little bit as you put an arm around her. She seems otherwise steady enough, just emotionally unwell at the moment.
All right. Seeing as she doesn't seem to be fighting Ix at this moment, Ix will try and embrace her completely. Not tightly, but enough to have a hold on her and just kind of rub her back and talk to her softly. Hey, it's okay. We're not here to hurt you. It'll be okay. Just to kind of calm her down a bit more to see if we can get her to talk. But then, of course, look over to Lucas like, we need to not be in the alleyway to do this.
You're not like in an alley. It's a grassy area with a couple of trees just near the wall.
Oh, okay.
It's not like
There's a
shaped, seedy alleyway that this is happening in.
We haven't attracted any guards or any other attention yet, right?
Nah.
Maybe? Okay.
Yeah, there was nobody else around at present.
Perfect. So Ix will, of course, try and calm her down that way, and then try and talk to her. And Ix will say, hey, I'm Ix. We're just here investigating the shrine. Do you need help?
It wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to what?
I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
Well, of course you didn't.
I
But what
don't know what
happened?
happened.
Can you tell me what you think happened? You start from the beginning?
She tries to find the words from what she's telling you. The gist of the story is that she seems to have suddenly and inexplicably acquired just a little bit of magic with an unknown source, and she is having trouble controlling it and ended up hurting some members of her family.
Hurt.
Hey,
And she ran away from home because she didn't want to hurt anyone.
oh my god, that's heartbreaking. I'm sorry, I interrupted somebody. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna let you know, Stars. The spell lasts about a minute.
Okay.
So just a mention in case you need to change anything up.
Okay.
But you can go first, Ix.
Ix, if you would make a persuasion for me. With advantage.
$26.
Okay.
26 buddies.
Yay. Ix is able to console her enough that she doesn't start freaking out again when the spell wears off.
Awesome sauce. Since she doesn't freak out and having told Ix about her acquisition of sudden magic, Ix will kind of pull away from her a little bit and go, I have magic too. When I first got it, it wasn't natural to me either. Do you want to see? It won't hurt anybody. Once you learn how to control it, it's not as scary. But I won't do it if you don't want it.
She doesn't say yes or no, but she watches you curiously.
Perfect. I don't know how to do a cantrip without it like actually causing damage. That's my next problem.
Well,
Just blast.
gotta get creative, Ixarthea.
Hold on, I'm reading.
I mean,
Okay.
It's also evening, so you don't have to cast a cantrip.
True, but I also don't want to cause any more I guess noise or attention. With with her kind of permission, Ix will utter a divine word, and instead of her kind of erupting with divine magic, she'll say it in such a way that it's more calming, and her eyes will glow, of course, her mouth will glow as if, light is coming from inside of her skull, just to kind of show this girl what this magic is. And then I guess the target itself, what's the target?
It's a terrifying description.
No, it's just a light glow. I'm not blinding her, but
Her eyes and mouth glow as if light is coming from inside her skull.
yeah, but it's like a soft glow. It's like a soft glow. Guys, I'm trying.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good.
No.
I wrote it down. I'm like, this is terrifying.
It's just you saying from her skull. I feel like if you were just like admitted from her, then it would be like, oh, guys, okay.
Ix
So
would cast this obviously at herself. That's all I got.
okay, so what spell is Ix casting?
Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance. Okay. Okay. So just very, very glowy and flashy and trying to make it non-threatening.
Correct. Yeah. Ix is a glow stick. I don't want to draw attention. I'm going to make myself a disco ball.
Just cuz. Give me a performance check.
Oh, Lord.
Inspiration.
I appreciate that, but
Yeah.
Oh,
that
you
natural
appreciate
20.
that butt, huh?
24. Arno's butt for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lucas appreciates that butt.
So does Amelia. Yeah, I went there. All right, so I got a 24 on my performance. It was a natural
Look,
20.
Amelia does not appreciate Arno's butt. For the record.
I meant Amelia appreciating Lucas's. I'm gonna stop talking, guys. I have
Okay.
COVID brain. I'm trying really hard, okay? I hate you all right now. I'm trying to participate. I need... tell me you love me right now. I hate you all.
I'm sorry.
Well, that aside, the girl seems enamored with your display, Ix. Not at all frightened of the magic you are displaying.
Cool. After that performance, Ix will look at her in the eyes and go, see? It just takes practice. You were scared because it was just came out of nowhere. But with the right teacher, you can learn how to control it. Where's your family now?
Oh boy, is that accounted for?
The book did not intend us to befriend this child.
The book says she killed her family. Oh,
It does
God.
It does actually intend you to befriend her.
It doesn't?
It does.
No, it does intend you to befriend her. So I said in the Discord, please don't punch the ghost.
You punched a ghost. Congratulations, it's a 12-year-old child.
She was really spooky looking.
That's gonna hold up in the court of law. Special victims unit right here. Jesus.
Spooky victims unit.
Okay. Let's see. Let me roll for sadness here.
Oh, baby.
No thanks.
0.
I don't think they'll want to see me again.
Do you have anywhere else you can go? Apart from haunting a shrine?
Can I, while Ix is talking to this child, insight check to see, like, I don't know. I just feel like that's what a child would say because they feel like they can't go home, but not because that's actually the truth, you know?
Gotcha. Go ahead and insight.
Mod 20.
Mod 20. Okay. She seems to earnestly believe that she will not be welcome back home. And it seems like she has reason to think so beyond just teenage hormones.
Okay.
And also, to Ix's question, she leans into your shoulder and you can feel her shake her head now.
Oh, well, now we got a kid. Okay.
We do have
ready.
we do have healers if you just need someone to heal your family.
How badly were they hurt?
Let's see. That's going to be a persuasion check from Thorn.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. I couldn't find persuasion in the list of skills for a second. 16.
Thorn has no persuasion. Very simply, she just says, pretty bad.
Ben, do you know if the Cobalt Soul takes initiates as young as she is?
I don't know. I was a little older than her, but maybe. Will this hurt our chances with you know?
Ben, I will say you do remember there being some fairly young children staying with the Cobalt Soul. You don't necessarily remember if they were initiates or just being taken care of, but was a thing.
I mean, I'm definitely willing to try.
To be fair, Arna would look at Thorn and be like, it was just that we had to figure out what was going on over here, right? So there's no obligation to...
Yeah, I wouldn't say that there's any particular obligation. They wanted us to clear the shrine out, and if we put the child somewhere else, that's clearing the shrine out.
To wit, the request that you were given
I'm aware.
Said,
I'm ignoring that other part.
Valid.
Yeah, Arno would probably nod and then look at the girl and be like, sweetie, when was the last time you ate?
Her stomach rumbles.
So let's say we get you some food, and you let us know what your name is.
Shira.
Can you spell that, Shira?
For the folks at home.
Yes, she can.
Well, Shira.
She is old enough to spell her own name. I'm sorry. What did you say, Ix?
Sorry, I was too busy choking to death.
I'm too busy getting distracted by kitties emojis on Discord.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't look. I will also die of choking from that too. I'm sure they're hilarious.
Just ghosts flying across her not video feed.
Mm-hmm.
Now I saw it. Ix will go. All right, Shira. Again, my name's Ix. Let's say we get you some food and we'll get you taken care of. Can you walk?
You feel her nod into your shoulder. And if you stand, she'll stand with you.
Okay. If Ix goes to unembrace her, like take her arms back. If she continues to lean on Ix, Ix will keep an arm around her while they walk.
Oh yeah, no, she's holding on to you.
Cool. Yeah. Ix will continue to hold her. And then be like, okay, closest place for food then.
To move back to let's see. Nearest place for food. Well, I'm gonna assume you're not trying to go to the super fancy restaurants in the Sand Herald, but easily enough you could find somewhere either in the River District or the Circlet Walk or anywhere.
We get her some honey flame bread.
That's a little further away, but also a valid option.
We have a carpet, but I don't know how well a little girl is gonna do on a carpet after
No,
that whole ordeal.
Yeah,
so-
maybe.
Take her to the spa.
Well,
They're washed
okay.
up.
I
She
feel like-
probably does need that.
Just some street food, like on our
Yeah.
way to the Cobalt Soul, you know. Let's
Yeah.
just do
Yeah.
that.
Not as many street vendors at night in this area.
It's the really shitty dollar stuff they
What?
serve to the drunks as they're walking down the streets, you know? It's like a
Yeah.
slice of New York pizza.
Oh, I just love how you pulled that out so fast. Like, I know this. This is what it is. Like, I'm sorry you had that experience, but oh my god.
No,
the
no.
accuracy-
It is good pizza.
It's really good pizza.
Don't fret. This is not a thing. This is a bad thing.
There's
Just
nothing
like,
bad
what do you
about
mean you
late
only
night
have
junk
red sauce?
food.
It's true.
I'm
it's
sorry.
true.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my bad. I take it back. Please don't cancel me.
Too late.
Forgive you.
Damn it.
You're allowed one disrespect against the New York pizza. One.
Oh my god. First the glowing skull, now this. I can't. I quit.
I want New York pizza now. Ugh.
I don't know. I've poked fun at their pizza plenty of times, and they haven't disowned me yet.
Yet.
All right,
never know
so
how
make
the-
it to the.
You never know how the
Guided
story
district.
ends if you disown me now.
Oh no. That leverage. So we're gonna go to the guided district. We'll try and find a food vendor on the way there. We're gonna
Okay.
get her water too. She needs water. Holy shit, hydrate.
There is some stuff in the guided district because that's also where they would take care of people who have no homes and stuff like that. So
Do we want to get her there secretly?
one way or another? She can be fed and watered.
I think yes, that would be a good idea.
I think I have an idea.
What's the
An
idea?
idea you have?
Ben describes to her, like, can you meet us, let's just say, like, that intersection there, close to it? Or just, no, you go there by yourself. My friends won't be there, but I will be there in a few minutes. But I'm going to look like a tall, hairy elf man. Just go with it, okay? I'm not scary, I promise.
You want to send her alone?
No, I'm going to take her to the Cobalt Soul. I just don't want anybody to see us taking her, right? That's what we want, right?
Okay, I've got an idea. We'll split up. You do your hairy elf thing. Some of you, Lucas, X, Arno, you can, I don't know, be a red herring. Go off. I'll take her to Ben. I can.
Can you guys transform into herrings?
What?
I know it's probably out of character, but in character that tracks like what?
That was
Then
in
it was
character.
like excuse me?
Ready?
In any case, I will also disguise myself. I'll just do it as I'm walking to meet you, so that, hopefully we lose people.
Will she let go of Ix during this? Will she let that happen?
If she is encouraged that it's a good idea, she might.
Arno will go on distraction mode. He will, sing a song. Do some little pyrotechnics to distract her.
I mean, she's 15, not 5.
He is a grown ass man, okay? It would make him feel better.
Hold on.
Also, I thought he was going to be just distracting the general populace, I think.
Oh, yes, that too.
I assumed it was like a, I'm gonna cheer you up kind of like thing.
I
He
mean,
could do either one.
Okay. Ix will address Shira. I know it's unorthodox, but we want to make sure you're safe. Go with Ben. He will look like an old man, but we won't be far behind. And we'll see you when we get there, okay?
She looks at Ben a little apprehensively.
I'm not
He's a
scary, I
monster.
promise. Most of the time.
He's a teddy bear. Would just look at Ben like.
She gives him a fresh look and kind of half shrugs, but doesn't fight it.
So my thinking was I would go off somewhere in stealth, make sure nobody's looking, use disguise self, make myself look like a different Cobalt Soul member, go find her, take her to the Cobalt Soul as this disguised person, and then nobody who's watching is the wiser.
Very good, very good. All right. Well, we'll say you are able to accomplish such a thing without the need to roll.
Okay.
You've had some experience sneaking into alleyways to make a change of some kind and then slip back out.
And if you didn't catch it, Ben is going to disguise self as Master Ping,
Naturally.
mostly because he's been waiting for a reason to do that, just because it's funny to him.
I wondered if that's where you were going with the hairy elf.
Oh yeah, 100%.
One hundo. All right, so Master Ping comes out to meet back up with Shira.
Oh, hey, Shira, there you are. I've been looking for you. Time to take you now to the Cobalt Soul, which is where we were going.
And he mostly sounds like Ben putting on an old man voice.
So good at it. So good.
So yeah, she looks at you nonplussed. But yes, she will follow you to the Cobalt Soul from there.
does it
On the
feel?
wait. Oh, go ahead.
Does it just since we all split up a bit? But does it feel like anybody is watching us?
Make a perception check.
Can I do a perception check?
You can.
And while walking there, Ben, in his best Master Ping voice, is going to verbal spew about how great the Cobalt Soul is and how much she's going to love it and how she's going to learn so much.
Well,
10. So I think we're done with the good rolls
Damn.
today.
What are we rolling?
My passive is nice, but
Perception.
we were perceiving whether anyone was paying attention to us or following us.
Okay.
What did Lucas get?
I got a 12.
12. Okay. No, you seem to be oh, there's a verb that I'm trying to think of and it's not coming to me. Nobody seems to be following you at the moment.
I rolled a 21.
Oh. Nobody seems to be following you at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are you guys freaking out? The DM said nobody seems to be following us at the moment.
Correct.
I was trying not to panic for that reason. I didn't want to cause a whole stampede.
A 12. I feel pretty confident, one way or the other.
You know, between DMing and healthcare, I have gotten a lot of practice with my non-committal language.
That's actually amazing that you have a career and you do a hobby that uses the same skill in completely different ways. Absolutely love it.
So what can you tell me? Is it broken? Well, we got some good pictures and the doctor will let you know.
broken in 20 places.
Broken,
we-
no. Shattered, maybe.
So we successfully drop off a child.
Yep.
Child has been dropped off.
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to go back to First Eclipse and I don't know, just shrug. Be like,
Looks like I'm gonna have to jump.
You could say there was a ghost and you exorcised it.
By punching it.
We didn't
Sent
punch
it to
anything.
Don't punch the ghost.
made it move on. I don't know what the word is.
no, I'll probably just say it was like a rumor that started because there was a homeless little girl hiding in there. You know, people see something, they think it's something creepy, it's nothing. I won't mention the magic, of course.
That would be smart.
Side note, I will say from the conversations you had with her while you were calming her down, Ix in particular, perhaps, you did get the impression she was pretending purposely to be a ghost to keep people away, to not hurt anyone else.
Oh, maybe.
It did sound like that also with what she said to Ben. It's like, you
Mhm.
can't be the ghost, I'm the ghost.
Yeah.
Come on here. This is my turf. This is my
Well,
tree. You go
But
find
also,
your
there's
own.
not a ghost. What the heck?
That was also my favorite line from Tony so far this session. Where he's like, oh, I'm sorry, did you already claim this tree? I'll go haunt that building over there then.
You don't want those people over there. As I think.
You're
Brilliant.
welcome.
It was a good line.
Classic Ben.
Did we manage to figure out where her magic manifested, or why it manifested, or how it manifested?
Nope.
Cool.
Cobalt
Well, I guess
Soul's
I'll
in
come
on that
back here
game.
later. Yeah.
Ix just starts coming to the library a lot, but it's actually to check in on the kid.
Yeah.
You don't know me. Shit.
All right, well, I guess that's not tonight though, right? So like in the morning, I guess she'll do that.
Yeah, no, it's not happening now. I mean, that's not true. Obviously, she told her that she would meet. Well, all of us would meet her there at the Cobalt Soul, but yeah, once they got there and Ben would say, "Yeah, she's good to go," Ix would take a moment to make sure Shira knows that, you know, if she needs anything, Ix will stop by the next day to check in on her.
Okay.
You seem so excited to go talk to these people again.
Me?
Yeah. That was my sarcasm voice.
I guess I just figured that if they were going to give us a mission to test our abilities, it wouldn't be something that would feel so like such an inconsequential waste of time. Like, it's good to help a little girl, but like, you know, this isn't a test of abilities. Doesn't give them anything conclusive, so why bother?
Well, we did discuss maybe them wanting that area.
They might. There might also be more with that girl. Maybe they do know more than we do, but
Well,
I
her
could
magic
always-
didn't seem like it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I could always stake out the shrine and see if they show up after you give them the news that it's cleared. If we care.
yeah, we could do something like that.
Definitely wouldn't be a bad plan. Plus, I am curious on how she got her magic. I hope the consortium didn't do that in some way, shape, or form as an experiment that they failed. But I didn't see any evidence of ruidium on her. Did any of you?
Was
I
it
mean, I
looking?
didn't really look.
Thinking back stars, did we see any evidence of Viridium?
I'm gonna say you probably would have thought to check at the time, and no, you did not notice or sense anything in that direction.
Okay.
Also, I'm trying to remember. Thorn did show or read off that letter to everybody, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, we just didn't say the last part out loud to not freak out Shira.
I out of
Okay.
character don't remember the last part.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
could
say
go back
this.
to my notes, but I don't recall.
The gist was like clear out the shrine or find a way to use what's there for our benefit.
Yes, figure, learn the truth, and if possible, turn this ghost to our benefit.
Well, we cleared the shrine, so yeah.
Okay. Well, that was
There was
not
an
something
ore.
they requested.
The truth is that it was just a homeless little girl who was scaring people away,
So,
Scooby-Doo style.
So
Yep.
you did figure out what the heck. That was part of the request.
You'd think, with a place where a group that seems to have knowledge and power, that they would have been able to handle that situation.
Well, it's also
Just-
like right next to their rivals.
Mm.
They go
Like-
to the mall, into the mall every other night. But oh yeah, the shrine and the tree. Oh, we can't do it, guys. It's too much.
I think one of those is higher priority than the other.
Yeah, this is like to
Probably.
them probably
grunt
grunt
work.
work. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is like,
You're like,
oh,
ew.
there's a guy who's interested. Have him look at it.
So
Yeah.
I don't know like how late the First Eclipse is open. I might drop by, see if I can give a report real quick. Because I feel like if there's gonna be members of the consortium there, they're gonna be there at like all weird times of night anyway.
That's true.
True.
Would you want to set up your stakeout now? In case any of them try to go investigate in the early morning hours?
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. He would look up into, or think about just perching in the tree, invisible.
That'd be a little funny.
Arno makes ghost noises when anybody approaches. Is I'm looking down at all the things she's supposed to do when somebody approaches, but y'all got like 23, 25, 28 stealth. And also I turn invisible.
Yep.
We love
Like,
circumventing
oh.
the problem.
Hooray. Like I said, yay player agency. There's more than one way to approach / solve a problem.
It's good
That
stuff.
is such a nice way of saying that turn of phrase. Because I only think of the horrible one.
Yes. No, do not hurt this ghost. All right. So Thorn, you are headed back to the First Eclipse.
Yep.
Okay. You get there. Takes a bit of walking, but you're a pretty swift fellow. It is quite late, but being a tavern, they are open when you get there. There are a couple of patrons having their drinks. You see the same blue dragonborn tending the bar that passed you the note to go back and wait for a message.
Thorn's gonna go up to the bar as if he's ordering a drink. Probably like leaning on it casually. And when the bartender comes close, he'll just have like a did the job as requested.
He's just polishing the same tankard, not looking up at you necessarily. And what did you find?
A homeless child who is pretending to be a ghost.
He stops polishing the tankard. What did you do with her?
Relocated her. Just a kid. How did you know she was a her?
Oh!
He didn't. That was the DM splitting his attention too many ways.
Thorn is on this. He's on this.
He actually does not know that it was a she. That was me misspeaking.
Okay.
That was the DM, not the NPC misspeaking.
Oh my.
To clarify.
Can Vass still have inspiration for that? Good God! Out of the cup. How'd you know it was a her? Like freaking, just there was no. I don't even have. I can't finish a sentence. Shit.
Have honorary pretend inspiration.
So good. So
Well,
good.
I'm glad it's only pretend inspiration because I already have inspiration.
I thought you did.
Inspiration.
I'm a little
Okay.
sad that was just a slip of a tongue because I was like, "Ooh, I caught that."
It's like, I read Brandon Sanderson novels. I notice details like that. It's how I felt reading Wise Man's Fear after reading a bunch of Brandon Sanderson. I'm like, oh, I see what you're doing. But yes, no, he you mentioned that you relocated the child, ungendered. He does not seem suspicious at your lack of elaboration on what was done, child. Rolled a natural 7. That's a little disappointing. Well, shame we couldn't turn that to our advantage. But you did as requested.
I did. So, do we get into the nitty-gritty now? Or do I need to prove myself in some other way?
We will be in contact. And the whole time, his voice is very low and he is barely moving his mouth.
I've made a character check that may be unwise.
Oh, God.
Just for setting the atmosphere, I suppose. You have no idea if the two guests might be members. They might just be innocent guests. But he is speaking quietly enough that you don't think that they are able to hear him.
Okay.
It's just barely audible enough for you to hear right next to him.
I think Thorn would have been keeping his tone relatively low as well. And I think what he's going to do is he's gonna take out like a handkerchief or something, like mime like coughing softly, put like his hand down with the handkerchief down on the counter, and then move it slightly to show the ruidium ring, and go, I hope you'll be in contact soon, and then palm it once more and get up and leave.
He looks at you with great interest as you leave.
That's the point.
Point has been gotten across with aplomb. So yes, the consortium has definitely taken notice of you, Thorn. Gonna have some fun with that.
We will be watched every moment of every night.
I did roll a character check for that, and it was an 8, so I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna do this, even though it could backfire horribly.
So good. Paranoia, never met him. Like,
They already know where we sleep. Might as well. Let's do it.
everyone switch
Alright.
rooms.
I'm not being anywhere near Thorn's room. Fuck that. You won't do that.
We
It's
could set up a
okay,
stakeout.
I'll
It'd
be
be
in
so
my
fun.
room.
Thorn's like, I just won't sleep. It's fine.
Lovely.
Set up the alarm.
Yep.
Honestly, I won't lie, because we did talk about this, and the entire party was like, no, we don't show them that we have Iridium. I don't think Thorn's gonna tell everybody that he did that.
God
Like-
damn it. Oh, fuck me. You know what? It
Oh,
makes
boy.
sense, though. It makes
boy.
sense.
So yeah,
does.
definitely nobody's switching rooms.
Thorn has yet to tell us anything that he's not. That's a lie. He did tell us about the ring itself, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
and
done
the
plenty
jump.
of shady things with Ruidium. This wouldn't be the first.
He showed you the chunk of your ruidium, just not the powdered ruidium.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's shown us 2 out of 3.
Yeah. Generally, I'm not going to say generally speaking, because I don't know how much Thorn does and doesn't tell us. But so far, he'll do something really dumb, and then he'll come back and be like, I stole this thing! Look at it!
He does something really dumb and then comes back and says, I did something really cool.
Yeah, other than Ix, I don't think he told anybody else that he was robbing the Allegiance again.
No,
So-
no, he did
No,
not.
but after.
Yeah,
After he
afterwards.
was
It
like,
was like,
"Oh,
by the way, I did this.
I'd say it's better to ask for forgiveness, but he doesn't ask for forgiveness. He's just like, so, this is how it is.
Mhm.
This is
No,
what
this
happened.
is what happened. And
This
you
is our
can't
life
change it.
now.
This is just what happened.
Because now you say he didn't tell anybody other than Ix that he was gonna go a second time. I don't know that anybody would have known about the first time other than they were noticed leaving.
Nope, yeah.
It's true.
Mhm.
If this was my Saturday campaign, whoa, my cleric would have pitch a fit.
Fair.
He has
Thank you
pitched.
for being Lucas.
I mean, Lucas pitched a fit.
Yes.
He got
To be fair,
chastised.
Lucas
for
and
it.
Arno. Yeah.
Lucas was like,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Put on dad
What do
vibes.
you have to
Explain
tell me?
where you were at last night?
what do you
Wanna
have to
where
say for
you were
yourselves?
just there? I'm not
All
mad.
right.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm not mad, I'm just horny. So, before moving on, we haven't been playing very long, but it is about that time. Do we want to take a quick break or keep on going?
If you need a break, otherwise we keep
Yeah,
going.
break is fine.
I just know sometimes children have to be put to bed at a particular time of evening.
Oh no, I already kicked him out. Tony takes care of everything because I'm not allowed to touch nothing.
Ah, fair enough.
So I just
Heather's got the
continue to use-
plague.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm good to keep going.
Okay. Alrighty then. If somebody needs a break later for any kind of emergency reasons, feel free to say so. So Thorn goes back to the First Eclipse. Arno, were you setting up a stakeout, or is that for in the morning, or what is the plan for anyone else?
He probably would do it right away because he doesn't know when they would move on the information. Like if they would check right away or not. So he will.
Okay. Is anybody else participating in this stakeout, or what are the rest of you doing for the evening?
Would Arnold like company?
I can't turn invisible is the problem. Arno can.
Mm. That's true. Arno wouldn't mind company if you think that you can stealth for that long.
I can
I
sell
can
for
sell
that.
for that long.
Otherwise, you can.
Yeah, I can still too if you want help. I can't turn
Okay.
invisible again, not till tomorrow, but I can still be really stealthy.
You can get up to the tippy top of the tree and no one's going to look that high. So.
That's true. I could do that.
Yeah.
All right, so Arno and Ben will go off early in the morning, and we'll.
Yeah.
We'll hope
Before
we don't
they,
get
they're
split
going at
up,
night.
though.
I think they're like
Oh,
sleeping
yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lucas
Haven't you
is
ever been on a
sleeping
stakeout,
alone.
Ix?
Yep. Arno would totally look at Luke and being like, "You still need to tell me at some point what the conversation was. See. I think I forgot.
DM is excited for that.
Didn't think you did.
Hmm.
Because
All
it's like,
right.
don't worry, I'll just sleep by myself tonight.
Okay. So, final roll call. So that's Arno, Ben, everybody else doing the stakeout, or I was
Just
looking
Arno and
things
Ben.
up. Just Arno
Yeah,
and
just-
Ben. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't stealth enough.
Ix and Lucas just heading back for tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Arno and Ben. Then
Mm-hmm.
either we'll just say each of you give me stealth and perception.
Okay. Arno's going invisible once I get up into the tree.
Oh yeah, because I guess you can renew that a few times.
Yeah, I got 5 charges of that.
That's
Oy.
right. I forgot that's not a once a day.
Nope.
Okay. So
He hasn't used it for anything else.
Arno being invisible, Ben just being a monk.
Stealth was good. Perception, not so good.
Oh no.
Ben's there to keep Arno company.
Arno
Also-
got a 20,
And turn into a bear
4.
if necessary.
24.
24. All right. Was that the stealth perception?
Stealth. Perception.
So both very sneaky.
13.
13. Okay. So the two of you have your stakeout around the tree, either up in the tree or nearby, wherever you're chilling. Keeping an eye to see if anybody is snooping other than you guys. Surprisingly, Arno.
Oh god, they suck that bad? Okay, cool.
Well, that was I won't talk about that. So you, going through most of the night just to see if anybody comes.
Yep.
Okay. So Ben, you do not notice this, but Arno, after a number of hours, we are past the witching hour. It's maybe 2 in the morning or so. You do notice a figure skulking around the area. They are, let's see, actually, I don't know how tall they are. When you go to get a closer look, yes, Ben is thinking about important things. When you squint to get a closer look, you realize the form is somewhat familiar to you, although you only saw them briefly in the past. There is a robed figure with a gray tail sticking out from the bottom of the robe.
Oh no.
Which Ben does not notice. They are making their way closer to the area around the tree.
Oh god. Okay. Well, fuck.
So I was thinking, Arno, you don't know this, but Master Ping has these really awesome sideburns. I don't know if I actually captured them. Wait, is something wrong?
Arno would cast message to Ben. It's gonna be like, we have an opportunity, but I need you to promise me you will not do what you did in the Colosseum.
It's 21
21
words.
words, it checks out.
Message doesn't have a limit.
Oh, damn
Yeah.
it.
There aren't that many people that make me as angry as Ty. I think we're good.
He messages him again and being like, "That is not what I asked you to promise me."
Really? Ben thinks for a second. He's like, okay, I won't totally freak out. Should I stay in a human form?
How about we follow him and then we'll know where he's going.
Who are we following?
I think it could be Ty, but I swear to God, if you make me chase after you again.
Ben gets a really angry look on his face for just a second, and he's like, oh, we should definitely follow him, but I want to kick his ass in the rematch. My title's on the line.
Exactly. So not now, but we should follow him, yes?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Sniff, make sure that's actually Ty.
Meanwhile, Heather is just dying.
Can I... Will this tree branch support the weight of a werebear?
Make a nature check.
We're off to a great start.
Oh, God.
I promise this is not what you think it is. That's a 13.
Let's see. You climb pretty close to the top, or are you just on one of the lower branches?
Suppose I could try to stealthily go down, but I don't know how high we would have need to go up to hide.
Well, it's not a matter of
Arno
how-
did need to go.
It's not a matter of how high you need it to go. It's a matter of how high you want it to go.
I mean, Ben would have gone to the top, but I'm sure Arno would have objected. So
Arno would have gone to the middle, but wouldn't objected.
It's Arno's stakeout. Ben would have stayed with Arno, so toward the middle.
Okay. In your current form, not a problem. Bear form, coin flip.
I just wanna... Wait, I'm a fucking bear. I can climb trees. Can I just, bear hug the tree and transform into my hybrid form? And, I just want to smell to see if it's Ty. I don't actually want to move. I just want to smell.
Get that bear nose in place. Yes, you absolutely can do that.
15.
Okay. That's definitely a familiar smell wafting your way.
Arno, smells like bullshit. Let's follow that asshole.
See where this bullshit comes from. See what asshole this bullshit comes from.
Yeah.
And then Ben would transform back.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Arno, sneaking peeks. So far, this figure is not acting like they have noticed either of you.
Okay. Hold on. I got a fluffy baby messing with my keyboard. Shit. Hey. Shit.
They have, let's see. Yeah, I will say at some point during this, while you're watching them, they will get close to the shrine. Not all the way in the roots or anything, but close enough they get a pretty good look from outside. If you watch for a while, they seem satisfied that they're not going to find anything that's going to, give them any information worthwhile. After maybe 5-10 minutes, is pretty cursory. They're like, I don't even know what I'm going to find here. is the feeling you get.
Mhm.
They do start heading west out of here.
All right. Arno is going to, as quietly as possible, climb out of the tree and then start following.
Okay.
I think Ben not being able to go invisible. I mean, obviously Arno's invisible, so I guess staying a few feet behind Arno's probably a lot harder than my first thought was.
But
Yeah, obviously Ben's gonna try to do the same and not be seen, but I can't go
you
invisible.
like
so-
direct.
You
We'll
could,
give you directions because Arno can stay within as long as he's within I think 120 feet of you, he can give you message. So he'll be able to be
Oh,
like
nice.
turn right on street, turn left on street.
and once you get past like college campus area, you could go to rooftops if you wanted to.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So once more, stealth and perception from each of you.
Okay. Ben gets bardic inspiration.
Yay!
The other kind of inspiration.
Another natural 20 on stealth. Damn.
I'm so glad I'm not here.
I think I'll add that inspiration to my perception. I got a 9 total. So is it a D8 or a D6 now, Andy?
D6. I'm a baby bard.
Just check.
Baby bard. Chirp, chirp,
Do I get
baby bard.
advantage on stealth checks invisible? Or no?
No, it lets you. It just gives you total cover while you're otherwise out in the open.
Oh, okay.
It lets you hide when you would not otherwise be able to hide.
I see. Okay. I mean, I still got 23.
But they also would have to hear you, obviously.
Yeah. So 23 on stealth, and then
Okay.
I'll get good 14.
15 total on Ben's perception.
That inspiration was nice. I got a 6 on that roll.
Nice.
And what was Arno's perception?
I'm only a 14.
14.
He never
Okay.
gets good perception.
Let's see. You follow the hooded figure through some streets. They cut through some tight alleyways here and there. They still don't seem to have necessarily noticed you. This just seems like standard procedure. You know, if I have a tail, I'm gonna lose them.
You always have a tail.
Womp,
Mhm.
womp.
So good.
Don't lose the tail. You do, for a while, lose track of them, both of you. I'll give you one more perception check each to pick them back up again.
I'm doing really good on stealth. Do I dare try to go by smell? That'll give me advantage.
I got a mod 20.
I think I would want to play that as if I don't know that, because Ben
That's
wouldn't
true.
know that.
That's true.
But I'm going to trust in Ben's stealthy skills. I'm going to change into werebear. It's still nighttime, right? So presumably pretty empty streets,
Yeah,
or
like-
mostly empty streets.
2 a.m.
All right, then I'm going to be a bear then.
Bark. All right. So
At least
make a
long enough to
check.
smell.
Oh man, Ben smells.
I think that was worth it. I got a 21 plus
That
the
was-
mod 20, so we're perceptive as hell.
That was some
Mhm.
low-hanging fruit that I just had to pick.
Womp, womp.
Okay, so a 20 and a 21 versus a 12. So yes, after losing track of the figure for a time, you keep going in the direction you presume they might be going. Thorn, did you tell anybody else where the First Eclipse is?
Where the what?
Where the First Eclipse is?
Ix knows where it is.
Okay.
But you
so
didn't tell anyone else.
Was that the place that Ix and Thorn broke into that Ben totally tagged along without their
No,
permission?
That was the library. This was
Yeah,
the
that
other
was-
time that they,
Yeah, the Crystal Chateau had the library that they broke into. The First Eclipse is apparently where the consortium meets up.
Okay.
Mhm. By the casino, but we don't know that.
Well, I'd say that
Too sure.
when
Also, would
Ix and
Ix have told
Thorn-
anyone? Since Ix also
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah, I'd say when Ix and Thorn came back after successfully finding it, I think it would be discussed what we found and then just waiting for, because I mean if we talked about the message and everything, like, oh yeah, just wait around for us to give you an assignment. I'd like to think it was brought up. Ix wouldn't have hidden that unless Thorn had asked her not to, but she would have said where it was.
We at least
We
gave the
were
name
making
of the
fun of the
place.
inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The name of the place. We just didn't say like where exactly it was. But
Okay, and it's known that they're in the bazaar somewhere. Okay, and you guys saw what direction generally Thorn left from the shrine to go there. So yes, I will say following them west rather for a bit. West. I thought you said west. Going west for a while. You lose track of them for a bit as you come into the Sand Herald district. But then as you are going along like the edge of this wooded area, one of you hears, one of you smells a figure moving into the trees towards the wall rather than further along the road to the gate. So sneaking through the woods towards that sound, I will say you catch sight of the cloaked figure again. You catch them just in time to see them like moving something away and sneaking through a hole in the wall.
Dastardly.
So you almost lost track of them, but just in time caught the trail again. Okay. So yeah, with that, and Ben, also now it's going to be very easy again to get on rooftops to follow behind the invisible Arno. Although Arno, message breaks invisibility. So which is more important, message or invisibility?
I mean, they had a whole conversation in message earlier. It's true, but he would have just reacted, so he would have known then.
Also, this was like after 4 hours of stakeout.
Oh yeah, so he's already low on that. He would say message is more important right now than invisibility.
Okay.
Because
So
he'll
just
just blend in.
Relying on naturally high stealth abilities without the invisibility. So you can't walk openly down the street after them, but you can still skulk along.
Yeah.
As you
stealth.
have had practice doing so in the past. Or both of you
Yeah.
can be on the rooftops, either way.
Well, because he's assuming, like, is it not crowded anymore? Or is it the type of place where it's, like, crowded all the time?
It is a little busier in the bazaar than it was in the Sigil district and the Sand Herald district. So I am going to say one more time, stealth and perception.
Here go.
Lose them in the crowd.
Oof, that's a hurty stealth check for Ben.
Arno's stealth check is 23, and his perception was 18.
Okay.
I did say that if we saw them, I would turn back into human Ben, so I guess I'm going to go on that assumption. So I got a 12 on perception and a 12 on stealth.
Very good, very good. And Arno, you said 23 and 18? Okay. So following them a little ways into the bazaar, there is a point you're not sure what it was, but the figure stops suddenly, turns their head a little bit, kind of in your direction, you feel like, and they run off like 6 times as fast as they had been going. They got a 24 and a 25.
I'm very fast, Arno. I can catch them, but I'm taking your lead.
Arno thinks intensely. And muted.
Not muted on Discord, but I can't hear you.
Ben, why won't you just listen to me?
Hello again.
No freezes. Okay. You would think that would give me more time to think. It did not. It made me panic. Arno would probably curse under his breath and then go invisible and then dash after.
Okay. Got a 24 on their stealth. You are not able to catch them again.
What about like investigation? See if there's like tail swishes in the ground.
Let's see if there's any of the dust has been disturbed, aside from the other people that are still walking around at night. I am afraid you followed him pretty close to what Ix was describing was the meeting place.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the First Eclipse and see if there's any signs around there if you want.
He wouldn't want to get made. Ty wouldn't recognize both of them. Arno does not have a way of disguising himself.
Ty will definitely recognize both.
Carrying a disguise kit, and I'm proficient with it. I could disguise us both.
Give him a mustache. Oh, wait.
Arno's invisible.
Put a mustache on his mustache.
Yes, his invisibility.
Shave his mustache. No, wait, no.
Well, so Arno would message Lucas, or not Lucas. He would. It's always on the brain. Ben.
Lucas is a little more than 120 feet away.
And probably be like, do you want to get farther in the bazaar and see if you can smell it? Well, no.
I was hoping you would say that. And then Ben transforms into a bear.
On that note, there are more people around here than there were previously. So it's up to you.
What if I transform into a panda bear and you ride me and you just look like I'm your pet and then I will sniff my way there?
I can do that.
Nobody will know. Okay, so if that's the plan, let's find a safe place to transform. I'll become an actual panda, which Ty may or may not know I can actually do.
Valid.
And then we'll start sniffing around in the direction that we last saw them going.
This is a reused plan that I am reusing my head shake.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't like single-use head shakes.
Arno will perform the shit out of it. Everyone will be distracted by the Arno.
That's a good idea.
2:30 in the morning?
Well,
Hey, we're not there. We're not there. Just because.
Hey, the best tips. I don't know what you thinking.
So
Not sober people who are willing to give up gold because they saw a dancing panda. Like, I don't know.
I was not ready to work on my renown when I came to Ankarel, but I'm working it. We are working it real hard.
All right. So
Arno 100% would be like, hey, do you want to be a dancing bear? Because those are super popular.
anybody got a fez?
Ben, already transformed, just goes.
All right then. Well, performance check from Arno and sniff check for Ben.
Here goes. I'm not great at perception, but at least I have advantage.
Arno got a natural 20. So.
And a 16 sniffing.
Very performative.
Yeah.
So as you two make your way through the bazaar in the direction of the First Eclipse and the Lux Run, which there is a little more activity around the Lux Run, although it seems to be winding down for the evening by now, perhaps. A lot of stairs. There, you get the impression there's a few people that are like pointing Ben out to other people, and there seems to be like a sense of familiarity. It's like you hear some people going, "See, I told you."
Yeah. Arno will definitely pull it like the Prince Ali from Aladdin, like just singing and like, behold the dancing bear.
Marvelous he.
Marvelous he.
If Ben weren't focused on sniffering, he'd probably try to help as best as he could.
It's okay, Arno.
Squaddle-a-bobble.
What was that?
I mean, Ali Ababwa doesn't apply to anyone, so. But yes, so.
Listen, Kitty, I just want you to remember that Arno's first stealth mission was him being loud and boisterous. And he totally got to hear Lucas and Ben's conversation. This is how he...
I got to roll. No, I did roll a perception check against that, didn't I? Never mind. Take it back. I take it back.
Yeah, this
and
is,
you're like,
this is charisma stealth instead of dexterity stealth. It's one step sideways from rolling intimidation instead of stealth.
It's sleight of hand, right? They're focusing on this, but they're not focusing on this. It's fine.
If I draw the entire market's attention, they will never think that I was here for a stealth mission. It's perfect.
It's true.
You didn't see any.
What if Ty is like, ooh, what's that shiny new spectacle? And he find Ty. Mission complete. Success.
No, did you ever see him slide off his couch?
What are you talking about?
It's great.
I haven't even seen that movie. I just remember that from the trailer. Well, okay then, for the third time. Ben, heading in the direction that you are guessing / hoping Ty might have gone, the smell does not diminish. You feel confident that Ty has recently passed this way.
I guess I'm gonna just continue to lead us in the direction of the stink.
All right, it does take you to a tavern that appears to be named the First Eclipse, which is a name you have presumably heard from one or more of your companions. Does not seem to keep going beyond that area. It seems to be going into the building. Do you stop or do you continue so as not to...
I think as we got close enough to the building to recognize that it's a tavern, Ben would just look up at Arno as a bear, even though I don't know if you can still cast message and we're talking that way. He would still give you a bear glance.
Arno would message Ben the bear.
Just the bear's glance.
And be like, what is it, buddy?
Just lift up one paw and point it toward the tavern.
Ben whispers, "Roar."
And then he'd be like, oh yeah, I can still talk to you. He's definitely in that tavern.
No, you actually can't talk to him.
Why couldn't I? Not in bear form?
Not in bear form. This is not telepathic.
Interesting.
Oh,
This is spoken word.
Oh, it does say I can't speak in bear form, so so be it. All right. Then he would just point with a paw.
Arno will message and be like, alright, I'm gonna create a fog cloud to make it look like we disappear, so you can change back into, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to change back into.
Okay.
Except Ben doesn't say okay.
He nods in bear form.
There has to be some limits, Tony.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Arno would probably, call out to everyone being like, thank you for bearing witness to the amazing bear.
Bearing witness!
And
Ben would take his one paw up and bow and lean down so that you could climb off as part of his bow while you're saying this.
And then would use the fog cloud, and in it, he would use his last invisibility.
All right.
Beautiful.
If there's any people around, Ben would try to sidle up to them in the fog cloud and just be like, holy fuck, did you see that bear? That was amazing. Black and white, I've never seen anything like that before. So pretty, so majestic.
Do either of you not have advantage or not have inspiration?
I don't.
Do I? I don't.
Both of you have inspiration just for making me unironically facepalm.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I don't recall if I've actually done that yet this campaign. So I am impressed.
Yes.
Actually kind of knuckled myself in the forehead, but it's close enough. Kind of hurt a little bit.
Oh, good.
You are welcome.
So you've done 1 point of non-lethal damage to the DM for the first time. And that is a feat worth rewarding, I guess.
Would get kind of close to First Eclipse and would try to message Thorn to see if maybe he was still in there.
This is 4 hours later. Thorn, where are you?
Probably.
He could be hanging out. You don't know yet.
Not at the First Eclipse because I made a dramatic exit 4 hours ago.
Oh, yeah. Still get a few minutes later.
You're not that far from your inn, actually.
Oh.
Let's see. First Eclipse is the length of 10 message spells.
Oh, that's not that far at all. Okay.
Lovely.
Now, would probably message Ben and be like, should we head back?
Also, I will say the lights in the tavern are out at the moment. The building is dark.
I mean, I'm in it to win it, but if this is all you needed, then we can head back.
I just don't want to blow our cover.
Are you still invisible? That's the
I am.
Tony to Andy question.
I think. Am I?
You're...
Yeah, I am.
Because I thought a couple minutes ago after the smoke, you said you went invisible again.
Yeah,
or the fog cloud. Well, your cover looks pretty good.
Once Arno turned invisible, the fog cloud started to dissipate.
Yep.
I mean, that's fine. It achieved its thing.
I don't think it disappears immediately, but I also haven't looked at that spell in like half of a year.
Probably.
Hold on, I got it. Fog cloud.
It's been like 8 months since I've read this spell description.
It says it lasts for the duration or until the wind of a moderate or greater speed disperses it.
Okay. I'll say it's not instant, but it very quickly starts to disappear when you drop concentration on the fog cloud.
Mhm.
Like within a couple seconds, it's gone, but enough that both of you can get in position, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to try to get in, I can keep watch from outside or try to find a way in a window up above or something. If there's a second story, I don't even know. So
Let's see. It's only a single story. It does look like there's a little ridge around the roof, the flat roof.
I could always try to find a window to peek into. And he pulls down the goggles as if they weren't already pulled down, just to show that he can see in the dark.
Settles them into place.
But if you don't want to go too far, I mean, we've hopefully learned a lot, and we know that Ty is still in town, which is important.
And officially that he's tied to the consortium.
I mean, you don't know.
Tied to the consortium.
See, I'm on a roll. Let me take a peek.
Okay, I'll keep watch. Can Ben try to, like, silently... I don't know if it's worth it to try to climb on top of the building, especially if there were people around. Maybe Ben will just try to blend into the crowd and keep watch outside, and Arno, you can go do your thing.
Okay. All right. So, Arno, you're looking for a window that you can peek into or something? Okay. There are shutters that are closed just because it does get windy here sometimes. They are in the desert, although it's not like there's huge sandstorms that rush through the city, thank goodness, but they're still protected against the elements just in case. Make your investigation check that you have been wanting to make.
Okay. 23.
23. Okay. You peek around. You don't have to be as careful as you might otherwise since you are invisible. Would you be like going around the perimeter trying to look in a few different places, or?
Yeah, so he he would look around like the first and also on the second level just to see if there's anything like open.
Peering around, you find a couple places where you can get a peek in through the window shutters. As stated, the interior is dark. You don't see anybody inside the building. Also, when you investigate around the back into the little, there's like a courtyard area behind there and behind the couple of shops that Ix has visited in the past, where there are places for stalls, food stalls that are currently closed. A little fountain in there. There is a staircase up the back of the First Eclipse that seems to go to the roof.
Can I check for traps? But
Another investigation.
check the staircase and see what I can see. +3. 19?
19. You do not pick up any signs of something that would be set off from you going up the roof.
All right, so yeah, he's just gonna go up the roof and see if he can see anything worthwhile.
Okay.
But he's being like extra cautious because.
Okay, there's a few little sections that go up a little higher and then a little higher again. When you get to the furthest section of the roof, there is a little platform, maybe 8 feet by 15 feet. You can make out the signs of a magic circle that is not currently alit with anything. It is not emitting magic that you can discern with your eyes, but yeah, it is up there for you to see.
Can I try to see if I can see what that magic circle is for?
Make an Arcana check.
No. Wait. 18.
18. This very much resembles a circle of teleportation.
Photoshop. Okay. Yeah, so he'll hop down.
Oh.
And then we'll climb down quietly, stealthily. And probably just tug on Ben. It's like shirt and be like, come on, let's go.
Okay.
And he will, once they get like around a corner or two, he'll like drop the invisibility and then just like start heading back to the inn.
To the foolish serpent, not the failed serpent.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You two get back to
Also,
your
just to
inn.
confirm, was Ty still wearing red robes?
They were like a dark red that not like cherry red that's going to stand out when you're trying to sneak around. But yes, his robe did look dark red, but it's dark enough that it was not obnoxious for stealthing in.
Okay.
In a bright, colorful city like on Corel.
Mm.
Okay. So you get back. Is anybody else still awake? Or are you all in your rooms snoozing?
Thorn is probably staying up late reading some books that I do not know the contents of, but I am assuming he is reading them. So.
Okay. Yes. Eventually the DM will figure that part out.
Yeah.
All right. You, unless they're still being stealthy, you might hear footsteps coming down the hallway. The door to Ix and Ben's room opens. The door to Lucas and Arno's room opens.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you'll wait till the morning to get that information.
Okay.
Is Lucas still awake?
Sorry, I was checking something. How quietly does Arno come in?
Pretty quiet. If he like comes in and the lights are out, he would start being quiet if he thought he was asleep.
Not trying to wake anybody up.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your stealth bonus, Arno?
Stealth bonus?
Yeah.
Is a 7.
Okay. We'll just call that passive stealth, trying not to wake somebody up when you come in. So 17 stealth.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. You come in relatively quietly, and Lucas is not awake. And I don't think the person next to him is either.
Who's the person next to him?
It's Thorn. It's totally Thorn.
What?
It's not Thorn. It's Ix, and she's also asleep.
Arno would have a shit-eating grin, and then just like close the door. Like, you know what? Nah, I'll let you guys.
Let it ride.
I'll let you guys. We'll just go into the room with Ben and be like, mind if I sleep here tonight?
Sure. When Ix does it, she always wants me to be a bear. You already rode a bear once tonight. Do you want me to be a hybrid bear again?
Ben, I need you to not phrase it that way.
All right, just come on. This is under space.
You need to watch your phrasing because Tony's wife might be in danger.
You'd be like, I don't mind if you want to be in bear form, but maybe not. Do you want to ride the bear again? Would it just, if you don't mean it in a specific way. There we go. All right. Cool.
I'll be back.
Heather has literally left the room.
I seen it. She needs to breathe. Well, I was gonna ask if Ix was already in that room, but now I can't. Well, anyway, in some arrangement or another, let us say that long rests are had, although
Yep.
Ben and Arno will have to sleep in a little bit to get a full long rest.
Ben absolutely would.
Yeah. Arno is totally up for cuddling.
Be like
So.
11 o'clock. Oh no, you only have to sleep for 6 hours of a long rest, so you could sleep until 9 o'clock if you fall asleep pretty quickly.
Waking up in noon.
Okie dokie. So, unless anybody has any interjections,
Nope.
we will find ourselves. What is it called again? I don't know this system off the top of my head. I also can't type, apparently. We find ourselves in the morning of the 1st of Quen Pilar, a new month.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
So let me actually progress that on our official calendar here. And I will fill in the rest of that note later. Okay. So yes, it is morning. Everybody else is probably awake before Arno and Ben are, but otherwise, the day is yours. Is there anything, any morning activities anybody wishes to engage in?
Breakfast.
I mean, that's the most important meal of the day, and the second most important meal of the day, if you're a hobbit or a Ben.
No, I think we're up, and I think given that Arno is not in his bed, I think Lucas would come out checking the tavern to see if he or Ben are here.
The answer is not yet.
If Lucas waits a while, he will probably see either or both of them after a time.
I mean, for all we know, they're still on the stakeout. You know, it kind of depends on how long they went. Like,
I mean, they could have been caught. They could be captives of the consortium.
they could be killed. You know, it's fine. Yeah. So he's definitely looking. He's like, but he's not like it. Yeah. I think if he has to wait too long, he might go like check Ben's room. But like, he starts in the tavern, seeing if Ben is up with breakfast. So
Ben's a sleepy bear, so he's gonna sleep in.
fair. That's fair.
Assuming Thorn would come down before Ben or Arno get down, he'd probably let Lucas know that he heard them come in last night.
Good. Lucas totally does not look concerned at all.
Totally.
Yeah, he rolled really well on that check. I don't know. You could check against it, but he's like, oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Does a 25 tell me you're lying?
Yes, only because I rolled a 24.
Then Thorn's just gonna be like, oh yeah, totally fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
Completely.
Yeah, thanks for checking.
You fucking liar.
Lucas ignores him.
What are you so, like, anxious about?
Well, I mean, you know, they were out. I'm not anxious about anything. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
Just like, I'm just saying they were out. They were on a stakeout. There's, you know, lots of things that could have gone wrong. It's fine.
A lot of things could have gone wrong, but they did come back, so quit your
Good,
worrying.
see? I'm not worried anymore.
He'd flick his nose.
Physical flick? Physical flick. He like I don't know. I feel like there's the expression that a cat makes when you do that.
He'd smirk at that.
For some reason, when you said flick his nose, my brain went to Romeo and Juliet. And I thumbed my nose at you.
Right? That's why I was like, wait a sec, physical flick it? Oh.
Then I'm like, oh wait, no, he flicked Lucas's nose. That makes more sense.
That was great. Lucas
I thought
goes
Thorn,
to get
thought Thorn was just like, whatever.
Oh no.
You booped the snoot.
Yeah, the Snoop was booted and the Snoop is off to get breakfast now.
All right. Well, let's see. Checking ahead. I actually wasn't sure if we would get to this part today, but it looks like we will. Hooray.
Arno wouldn't sleep as long as Ben, by the way. It would probably be like 10, 9 or 10. I roll out of bed.
All right. So then, around the time that it would be comfortable for you to wake up anyway, you receive a message from the Sending Stone. You hear Master Iwo's voice in your head. We have another mission for you, Acolyte. Bring your friends if they are available. I am curious to hear more about the consortium. And I did not count my words, so I have no idea how much I had left or if I went over.
I didn't count either. I'm gonna let it go.
23.
I have no oxygen in my brain.
Hey,
Dude.
Elo just ends that message going, do donut.
You pooping?
No.
This can be what wakes Ben up, and he'll just be like, okay, Master Ping, I'll be there. I'll bring my friends, and I'll tell you all about the consortium. And I was a panda, and Arno was riding on me. It was really cool. And he would just keep going on about the story until the message ran out, and then he actually wakes up and he's like, oh. And then he's like, oh, Arno's gone. Oh, what time is it? Oh, breakfast time. And then he would make his way downstairs.
I can tell I've cast too many sending spells if I nailed 23 words without trying.
Nice.
That's impressive.
At least according to what somebody called out for me. Okay, so yes, breakfast happens naturally. Breakfast is extra delicious. After the revelatons of last night for Ben. But yeah, once again, the day is yours.
I am delighted at the lack of callouts. Delighted. So anyway, let's
Arno, the second Arno went downstairs and saw Lucas and Ix, he would just have the derpiest little grin. And would just like go and be like, I'm going to get some breakfast. I'm not going to say shit.
Are you all right, Arno?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Question for my own clarification: was it Ix?
yes.
It was Ix.
Okay.
She said it. I think she said it, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I dissolved.
I wasn't sure if somebody said it. I wasn't sure if somebody said it as a joke or if that was actually the situation.
Oh, the joke was it was Thorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The clarification was it was Ix, and Arno was like,
Okay.
which is really funny.
I was just making sure we had transitioned from joke to clarification.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes.
I was about to be
Alright.
like, Lucas, would you like to describe who else is in the bed?
Ah,
Yep.
I was
Lucas is sleeping. He can't describe anybody right now.
I was curious if it was going to be a twist.
Oh,
Right.
surprise! It's my backstory. No.
It was gonna, I
As
thought
long
it
as
was
it's not surprise, it's Amelia.
I
Everything
know.
would have been
I
fine.
thought he was gonna say Amelia too, and I was gonna be like,
You thought I was gonna say Amelia. Heather, I confirmed it with you before I said anything.
I know, but like 2 seconds when you said, when you're like, it's my backstory, I was like, hold
Oh
on.
no.
I was like, wait a minute. I can't do this again. Hold on, I gotta breathe. All right.
Arno would definitely like sit at the table where everyone is and be like, "Everyone have a good night."
Yeah. What time did you get in?
Like I don't know, 3-ish.
Why weren't you in bed? Where did you sleep?
I slept in Ben's room.
Oh, so it went well.
Yeah. There's a lot. You would probably look around, considering that they're not eating privately; they're eating in the dining room.
Yeah. There's plenty of other people around eating breakfast, but nobody seems to be paying you particular mind. At a quick glance.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about it after breakfast. You both came back in one piece, so nothing major happened. I take it.
It was definitely interesting.
Well, that's something. Well, nothing happened here at the inn, as far as we know. No one broke in. None of our rooms are tossed. No one came in asking for anyone, so No mysterious notes as of yet.
Not
Oh, that
yet,
reminds
but
me, I forgot to mention. No, I'm just
not yet, but we should be expecting one eventually with any luck.
So after breakfast, we'll just convene in one of the rooms. We'll talk about what you found out. So we fast forward, and now we're in one of the rooms.
Do you just tell us everything that happened?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, cool.
Let's convene
Including
at
the
a-
teleportation spell or
Token
circle on the
Felgana
top
style.
of the roof.
Do you think that's where those tablets go to?
Probably.
I don't see how it wouldn't at that point. I mean, how many teleportation circles that involve the consortium are hanging around? But it could be one, so it's many. Who knows?
It depends on how many hideouts they have, but considering that Ty ran back there, I feel like that is the main one.
Well, I suppose we wait for that message then. If Ty's there and we're after the consortium, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Or they found out that you were there because they knew they were tailed, and then they just decide to, we're not worth the trouble.
Well, they don't know us.
I could probably, even if they realize I'm connected to you, I could probably persuade them to work with us. Or work with me, more specifically.
How?
We still have insurance. We have something they want.
Yeah, but I mean, we were going to keep that for a last resort. We don't really want to show our hand just yet.
To be fair, we do still also have the fact that there's supposed to be the fight at the Coliseum. They don't know that we were looking for anything consortium related. It could easily just be Ty.
That is a good point. We were here searching for him if we need a cover. But with Thorn looking, and I know I've been seen with Thorn, so...
Yeah, and we had no idea that... Sorry.
No, you're good.
We had no idea that Ty was tied to the consortium, not officially. So, 2 separate things.
When is that that match going to be then? Do you know?
I'm actually still operating under the assumption that you guys had gone back to your room while Ben is still sleeping, because Arno said, or Andy said Arno woke up at like 10. Ben's totally sleeping in. But if Ben is there, I actually don't know if we got a date for the rematch, so I don't remember anyway.
Let's see. It was probably the 23rd that you went to go talk to Sheed again. Let's see. Let's say he optimistically, you've seen advertisements since then. He has optimistically announced it. He gave it 2 weeks from the initial confrontation. So the 6th of Quenpilar is the tentative date.
So next week. Or end of this week.
In 5 days.
Okay.
Okay. So then what?
Well, if Ben is there, he'd be like, in the meantime, I'm pretty sure I got a message this morning from Master Ewo. I think he has another mission for us, but I wasn't completely awake yet.
You didn't say anything about Shira?
I mean, it was just a short message. So he just he wanted us to come there and talk and let him know what we found. And I'm sure we can talk to him about Shira then.
Well, if we leave here, then we risk not getting that message. Should we?
I'd rather not sit
Split up?
around.
Yeah. That's the other thing too, is I don't want to sit around either. I think I'd prefer to go to the Cobalt Soul. I was already planning on going there today anyway.
Mm.
Then let's go.
And away they go.
You're not gonna say it?
Oh, we're waiting for that. Squadala!
I mean, I was going to ask how you all got there, and then it would be obligatory.
You know, it's late. It honestly didn't even cross my mind.
All right. Well, whatever combination of walking / carriage / squat-a-law, you get your way over to the guided district, back to the Temple of the Mentor to see Master Iwo. He sees you shortly after you come in, invites you up to the second level so he can speak to you. Let's see. My brain is feeling like Tony's brain right now, apparently.
Oh, don't worry. It was my brain too.
All right. I might not be very in character for this last half hour or so, but that's okay. We'll get the important points across. This he invites you to one of the little side offices, discussion rooms, whatever we want to call those. I'm just gonna read the box for now because heck, my brain right now. Iwo shows you a map of the city with a circle noting a location in the river district. We suspect that a local baker named Krook is involved in the illegal sale of dangerous magical items, but we need proof before involving the Hand of Ord. The circle in the map shows where the bakery is located. We assume that Krook does all his black market business after sundown when the bakery closes. I suggest you wait until then to approach the place.
Are you saying that Krook is a crook?
I am saying that the people who wrote this book were a little on the nose with some of their character names.
That tracks. Ooh, another infiltration, guys. We're getting good at those.
Yay.
So, what is the goal here exactly? Just find out if he is indeed selling magical items that he shouldn't be?
So, what we are hoping for you to do is, if you can, obtain proof that Old Man Krook is selling magic items on the black market. And if you can, confiscate any magic items found at his bakery and bring them back here. He does also offer to pay the group 250 gold up front. An additional 250 gold if you can provide proof that he's selling illegal magic items, and another 250 gold for each item you confiscate and bring back to him.
250 gold per item.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also 250 up front, 250 on successful completion.
Is that 250 to split between us?
Yes.
Okay, just clarifying.
So 50 gold each, right?
Yeah.
Up front,
Unless
and then
we get 3 items, and then it's 250 each.
Well, no, payment right now is 250. So isn't that 50 each?
Mm-hmm.
Providing proof is another 50 each, and then for every item that we bring back, 50 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every item we bring back that we decide to sell.
Yeah. Let him know is a problem.
Ix at some point, after going through the details of all this, would ask how Shira is doing and where she was at.
The girl that was brought here last night, you mean?
Yes.
She was in pretty rough shape, little malnourished, among other things. She is, last I heard, she is asleep at the moment. I don't know that she had gotten a good night's sleep for a while, but she is being taken care of.
Okay. If there's anything she needs, you contact me.
He nods assent to this. We will do
Thank
so.
you. Thank you.
Also, Miss Ixarvea, I have spoken. Now my brain is forgetting words again. What's he called? What's he called? What's he called?
The leader dude?
Yes,
Very specific title I gave there. Sorry.
he is. The leader dude does have a specific title, and I'm having a brain fart. Okay, I didn't find it, but I remembered it. The High Curator has reviewed your request. You have been granted access to our archives with an escort. Whenever you wish to engage in that.
Now.
I had a feeling.
All right, who's to be my escort?
He looks to Ben. Would you show her to the archives, please?
Ben gets really excited about the idea. He's like, yeah, absolutely. This way, Ix, and he grabs her hand, and he doesn't wait, and he just drags her.
At this point, she's gotten used to this, so she's going to eventually try and keep up. His one step equals her two, but she's trying. She's trying.
He calls after Ben. If you need to find anything specific, I'm sure Archivist Senka will help.
Is it just Ix allowed in?
I believe with Archivist Senka down there, I believe one more be allowed. You will have to remain together, though, for the sake of supervision.
Of course.
Well, come on, Thorn.
Yep.
I'm not going to drag you, though. You're just going to have to keep up.
All right.
Lucas groans at the thought of being stuck in the library for the next unknown length of time.
Poor baby, surrounded by books.
Yeah, what are Lucas and Arno doing in the interim?
We could
Not
go for a
reading.
walk.
Corner.
What? What were you saying?
We could go for a walk. Or find a storage closet. I mean, whatever Lucas feels up to.
Who said anything about hiding? A walk could be fun. Not the library.
Get his hair fixed.
We could.
This is a holy place. I'm sure you could find a place to go to heaven for 7 minutes.
Heather is shook. It's cute.
I was not ready. Oh shit, that was golden.
You're welcome.
What?
That was beautiful. All right, stars. So we're gonna. Do you want to stop here and then take? Oh, I guess I shouldn't say take notes, but should I give you a list of stuff that we'll look for, or do you already have an idea? Okay.
Go ahead, give me your list if you have one, or you can give it to me after session if you don't have one prepared.
I do not have one prepared. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Also, I'm starting to get a little loopy, so
This could be a good spot if you want, since
Yeah.
Heather needs to
Yeah.
make a list, Thor needs to make a list, Ben needs to make a
Yeah.
list.
Should we?
Lucas and Arno are off to chat.
So because
Yeah.
because we can't split up, like, should we just make a list together in like the chat, basically, rather than DM it?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Okay.
You could probably post it, not that it super matters. I guess it's not really shopping, but like,
Yeah.
it's
'Cause you-
still what you want.
You get down there, and Ben, with the help of an archivist, will be retrieving books for you or leading you to the books.
Okay.
Proxy.
So it'll unless you do slip away somehow in this library full of library monks, it'll be a little harder to be like, I'm gonna see if I can stealthily find a book about this topic that I don't want anybody to know I'm looking at.
I don't think he would need to, because
Yeah.
he and Nyx are kind of looking into the same topics.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it'd be pretty close together if nothing else.
Valid.
Okay.
Valid.
Where did you want to start posting it best?
Just in like the general chat or discussion chat, maybe, you know. I just wanted to make sure we were going to collaborate on that list.
Absolutely. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome.